What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy CamATL, and welcome back to another video. Go ahead and drop a like down below before we get started. Comment whatever in the comments section as long as you're nice to me. No, but for real, we're back with another video. I just recorded the Showdown video for the Kansas City at Buffalo game that starts at 4 p.m. Central, I believe. And then after that game, for our second Monday Night Football game, we have Arizona playing at Dallas. As we all know, Dak Prescott, prayers up to him. Hopefully, he's able to recover full and get back to his normal self. It could possibly take him a few years, seeing how long it took Gordon Hayward, but um, we'll see, and hopefully he comes back with a bang. Luckily for Dallas, they have a serviceable backup in Andy Dalton. Now, in no way am I saying Andy Dalton is great, but the bright spot for Dalton is that he has some serious weapons. He has never had the weapons that he has on Cincinnati. He never had these type of weapons. You cannot count AJ Green. Okay, like AJ Green has been good for what, maybe a year, maybe 2 years he was good. Now he's kind of like up and down. Some games he disappears completely, entirely. But on this Dallas offense, you have Zeke that you can dump the ball to or hand it off to when you want to relieve some of that stress off your shoulders. You've got CeeDee Lamb, who has been an absolute monster. You've got Amari Cooper. You've got Schultz, who's been balling at their tight end spot. You've got Michael Gallup as a deep threat that will catch anything you throw up for him. Like, it's just Dallas has a lot of weapons in that offense, so I think Dallas is going to be completely fine even with Prescott out. And honestly, my gut's telling me Dallas gets the W here at home in Dallas. I think Dallas wins this game. On top of my gut telling me Dallas wins this game, I ran simulations on this game. You guys know I've been playing with simulations. I've been trying to develop my own simulation program so I can make it available for you guys to just give you an extra little added like thing to look at each week. But anyways, I ran the simulation for this game because I was very curious, and the average final score after over 3,000 simulations: Dallas 30, Arizona 25. So Dallas was winning by 5 on average, okay? And what that tells me is it's going to be a high scoring game. Almost 60 points will probably be put up. So it's a very interesting game. I'm definitely excited for it. And I think that Dallas pulls out the victory here. With that said, obviously on the Arizona side, you're going to want some Arizona offense because this Dallas secondary has been giving up the most points to every position all year. They've been absolutely horrible, and there is no chance in hell that they stop Deandre Hopkins. All right, first and foremost, let's take a look at that. Now, I will start off by saying just off the top, DeAndre Hopkins almost 2,000 less than Kyler. I would prefer Hopkins because of that. Now, to even add on to that, Ezekiel Elliott is almost 1,000 under Hopkins. I like Elliott more point per dollar. It's like, here's the thing. You can't go wrong with Murray. You can't go wrong with Hopkins. You can't go wrong with Elliott. You can't go wrong with Andy Dalton. You can't go wrong with Steve. Okay, I could go on forever. First things first, let's talk. Amari Cooper. Now, I already said I think this game's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be very good. Neither defense scares me. Arizona's defense isn't like amazing. Dallas's defense, we already know, would probably get rocked by a high school offense. So it doesn't matter. So either way, you want offense on both sides. All right, plain and simple. Now, when it comes to captain pricing, Amari Cooper being 12K, 600 less than CeeDee Lamb does stick out to me first thing. Okay, and also he is how much less? A ridiculous amount. Like what? 3,900 less. Wait, maybe more. Hold on. I can't add. Anyways, I'm not gonna try to add. It's too early in the morning. Okay. Anyways, I don't know what I'm seeing to say 3,000. What am I seeing right now? Oh yeah, right here. Okay, 12K. Yeah, so I'm right. 39. Right? 39. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I do prefer Ezekiel Elliott solely on the fact that he's going to get a ton of carries here with Andy Dalton behind center. They're going to want to take some of that pressure off Dalton. They're going to want to try to keep that defense honest, and they're going to use a ton of the run game. I expect Zeke to touch the ball a ton of times in this game. And for safety purposes, the fact that he's involved in the air, he's involved on the ground, I'm going to go Ezekiel Elliott as my favorite captain. All right? But when it comes down to my favorite captain point per dollar, I would have to say it's Ezekiel Elliott. Let me go back to captain. It's Ezekiel Elliott or it's Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper at 12K really sticks out to me and really entices me. I might have to have a lineup like that. I might have to build my GPP with Cooper at captain. Cooper at only 12K. I mean, at the end of the day, CeeDee Lamb's been balling, right? But Amari Cooper is the guy on this Dallas offense when it comes to the pass game, okay? CeeDee Lamb showing up the way he has definitely hurts Amari, but Amari Cooper at 12K, we know the type of upside that he possesses, and he's 600 less than the rookie. So, yeah, I mean, I would be willing to take a shot on that, at least in a lineup. Especially if you're max entering, you're definitely going to have some versions with Amari Cooper at captain because that price is crazy. I'm not going to have a ton of Kyler Murray because he's 18.6. I will have some. I'll be interested in, like you got. I play one, maybe two lineups. Okay, like greenlightdfs.com. That's what I play. So I don't play a ton of versions. So really, I'm not going to have a whole bunch of different versions while I get to test all this out. I don't max enter, so if you're max entering, yeah, you're gonna have versions with all these guys at captain. If you're playing a few lineups, the safest bets is going to be Ezekiel Elliott. You can go Andy Dalton, Amari Cooper. Those are my favorites. DeAndre Hopkins obviously has crazy upside. Over here at flex, I'm not gonna lie. To run back Ezekiel Elliott, I really do like the Hopkins. Like, I don't see how I cannot have Hopkins because not only is the target tree the target tree is smaller on Arizona. They don't want to involve Kenyon Drake, obviously. They've proven that time and time again. They don't want to get him too involved. Christian Kirk and Fitzgerald don't really get a ton of work in this offense. So it's really DeAndre Hopkins as the main go-to guy, and it's a decent gap between him and everyone else. Now on the Dallas side, they have the target tree is pretty wide, okay? You've got Zeke, then you've got Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. All these guys are serviceable, and all of them touch the ball. But, yeah, Hopkins in a game against Dallas, there's no way Dallas can contain Hopkins. There's no way. They can double team him, and it won't stop him. So Hopkins is going to go absolutely bonkers. Would not be surprised either, though. If you're max entering, get a Kirk version. Throw in a Fitzgerald version. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of those guys pop out and have a good game. Outside of that, I love Andy Dalton. He is the quarterback I prefer on the slate. Look, I would love to have Kyler Murray. It's just point per dollar wise. I'm fine with Andy Dalton. Now in the simulations, every simulation I've done has Andy Dalton throwing for over 300 yards in this game. Which, yeah, I was baffled by it, but honestly, with the weapons he has, I'm not surprised. Okay, on top of that, Arizona is one of the fastest paced teams in the league, so there's going to be a ton of plays ran in this game. When it comes to, like, both of these games on Monday night are bangers. Like, I'm super excited to watch both of these games. Like, seriously, I just talked about the Kansas City-Buffalo game. I think that game's going to be an amazing game. And then now talking about this, I'm getting more and more excited as I go. But, yeah, Andy Dalton, point per dollar wise, I think he has a ton of weapons. I can see him throwing for 2 touchdowns here in this one, 300-plus yards. I really like Dalton. Don't think too much about, how bad he was in Cincinnati. Because, yeah, he had some bad moments in Cincinnati. He's got an amazing target tree. In the short time he played in this last game, he threw 11 times, completed 9 of them, 111 yards. So, Andy Dalton's going to be solid. Now, let's talk value. All right. Value. Michael Gallup at 5'6" is serviceable. I wouldn't be surprised to see him catch a bomb or two. Larry Fitzgerald, I talked about the prospects of if Dallas comes in and they say, look, let's triple team DeAndre Hopkins. Let's put our entire defense over there and just stand in front of DeAndre Hopkins. Fitzgerald's going to have a good game as well as Kirk. So if you're multi-entering, these guys you want some exposure to. By the way, this game is in a dome, so getting the kickers is perfectly fine as well. 4-4 and 4-2 for both of these guys. Both of them are completely fine. I would probably rather Zerline, seeing that maybe Dalton will stall a few times. I think with Kyler Murray's running ability in the red zone, it kind of gives them a higher probability of scoring once they get in that area at field goal range. Andy Dalton could possibly stall, possibly. I don't think he does, but upside-wise, I think it's Zerline. He's also got a huge leg. Andy Isabella. This Dallas secondary is so bad. Any of these Arizona receivers could end up doing pretty well. Dan Arnold is very interesting to me at 1,200. All right, he's a guy that they could look to in the red zone here. Like I said, every pass catching person in general for this Arizona squad is in play. All right, they're all guys that you could possibly play here. I'm not playing a defense on either side. I'm wanting to play some pass catchers, and there's not a ton of value really. I stick firmly on Dan Arnold probably being the cheapest. I go at 1,200 as of right now. I mean, as the day goes on, maybe things will open up. But as of right now, Dan Arnold's probably a cheap guy I would go. Andy Isabella is interesting. Both of the kickers are serviceable, and Larry Fitzgerald and Michael Gallup stick out. That's the value group right there on the screen. All right, in this little section from 1-2 to 5-6, those are the value plays. All right, if you need the drop down, if you need the money, okay, dropping down from DeAndre Hopkins, I can completely understand. Now, I will not be getting off Elliott. I will not be getting off Dalton. Their prices are too cheap. Look at this. 11-2 for Hopkins, and you've got Andy Dalton almost 2,000 less, 1,600 less, something like that, whatever. I'm throwing out numbers because I don't want to add. But you get what I'm saying. All right? So if you want to drop down from somebody, if you want to get off Hopkins, you need some more money. Let's look at it. I'm perfectly fine with, because we have Andy Dalton in point per dollar, I do like Andy Dalton a good bit. I would be perfectly fine with going Cooper instead of Hopkins. And then instead of Hopkins, maybe going with, I don't know, Dan Arnold. Maybe that'll get you the value that you need to be able to go Murray, and just play with it. Kyler Murray gives you a solid floor with his feet. We all know that. He should be able to tear Dallas up on the ground as well. So it just kind of depends on how you want to go. I prioritize, for me personally, I'm prioritizing Zeke a captain most likely as of right now. But remember, this is the morning. This is a first look into this showdown. I'm going to be studying this shit all day long. I'm going to look at a ton of different information to kind of come to my final decision. But as of right now, I'm leaning Zeke. I really like Amari Cooper's price as well at captain. He's interesting to me. But yeah, on the Arizona side, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. I'm honestly probably not going to be messing much with Edmonds and Drake. Edmonds maybe because he catches passes. But Drake just doesn't get involvement in the pass game, man. So Edmonds is the more enticing one out of the two, but neither of them really stick out to me. And then for value guys for Arizona, Kirk, Larry Fitzgerald, Andy Isabella, and Dan Arnold. Okay? Good luck, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com to join the squad. Remember, if you did not join the squad for Week 6, where we got our third win in a row, you can go ahead and get early access to Week 7. Hit up Greenlight DFS. If you get Week 7 right now, you will get Monday night included. So if you did not join us and you do not have Monday included already, you can join us right now for Week 7 and get Monday included. All right? Thank you guys for joining me. Good luck. GreenlightDFS.com. And I'm out. Let's get it.